learners, welcome to my video series on object-oriented programming. In this video series, we will learn about object-oriented programming concepts and applications. Concepts are independent of any language, and applications is application is programming language Java here, and the graphic user interface is BlueJ. I have considered BlueJ here. Now this is my YouTube channel Learn with Joy, so keep watching Learn with Joy. You will definitely learn the object-oriented programming Java. Object-oriented its application, the language we have chosen is Java. BlueJ is for editing, compiling and executing Java program. The curriculum is mainly designed for ICSE class 9 and 10, although it will university and pre-university courses. Learn about concept of computer programming, different types and different paradigms of programming, basic concept of object-oriented programming. Therefore, what is a computer program? Program is an unambiguous ordered sequence of computational instructions that can be executed by a computer to perform a specific task. This is called computer program. Now, what is programming? Writing a set of single or more instructions from which computer can process and then execute to produce required output is called computer programming. Language is a formal language used to create computer program which establishes communication between the user and the computer. Now let us discuss with how I have called it formal language here, because I am writing the computer program in my own language like English, definitely obeying the rule of programming language. There are several rules of writing computer program through a particular programming language. The rules varies from language to language. That is, a formal language consists natural communication language like English and tokens. What is tokens? Tokens are those are in computer language like keyword, operator, separator, constants. Programming language is basically user friendly. User knows it. Identify the languages. The languages are mainly of three types. One is machine language. It is a low-level language consisting of zeros and ones. This is the most interesting part because computer only knows the machine language. Now, assembly language. It is also a low-level language. It uses mnemonic like add, move, etc. And high-level language. Presently, we are using high-level language. Java is also a high-level language. C++ is also a high-level language. And what is high-level language? High-level languages are written in simple, concise, and unambiguous notations of natural language and are oriented a particular class of processing problems. It is user-friendly, easy to debug. What is the meaning of debug? But it took more time as it should be converted to machine language by compiler or interpreter. Now, before executing, the assembly language should be converted to machine language by assembler, and high-level language should be converted to machine language by compiler, and converts high-level language to machine language. The way of compilation, way of interpretation is pretty different. Now, here is the invention time. Now, the assembly language converted to machine language, high-level language is also converted to machine language, and then computer will execute it. Now if I see more in depth, a program has different kinds: machine language, assembly language, high level language. Now if I see the machine language is a sequence of zeros and ones, is a string of zeros and ones. In assembly language there are mnemonics and operands. Now whatever it is, assembly language should be converted by the assembler to the machine language, and high level language should be converted to the machine language by either one is interpreter or compiler, which is the main features of Java, and corresponding compiler. Each programming language have its own compiler, own compilation technique. After compilation, the compiled code will be executed by the computer. Executable code are machine readable binary form to perform a specific task. Now let us see the type of programming languages. One is procedure oriented programming. We have seen earlier before discussing the object oriented programming to the name. Next is object oriented programming. There are some other programming paradigms. Now procedure oriented programming. What is procedure oriented approach? The program is viewed as a sequence of process such as reading input, calculate to accomplish a particular task and produce required output. It is a top-down approach. Here we clearly see that we are emphasizing about how to calculate. We are emphasizing the procedure, that is, which is mainly follows the algorithm. What is algorithm? Algorithm means finite sequence of steps. If followed, we will accomplish a particular task. Now emphasis is given on process. We have discussed, that is algorithm, doing things, how step by step a program will be executed, the procedure, how it will be structured, etc. Now large program is divided into smaller program known as functions. Typical structure of a procedure oriented programming, if I see, there should be a main function, and generally the main function is the one function. There is no multiple concept of main, that is the main function will appear only once in the programming, and then they have several small subprograms or functions like function 1, function 2, function 3. They will communicate each of other through function call and etc. Relationship of data and function in procedure oriented programming. Here if I visualize any C program, if you are familiar with a C program, then before declaring main function, the declaration and initialization of global variable may be appear. So there is a scope of global data, global variable, and now each function has its local data. Function A has its local data, function B has its local data, function C has its local data. Function A can access the local data of function B through the function call, and the global data is accessible by all three subprograms. Now coming to our mainly topics, that is object oriented programming. What is this? Object oriented programming is an approach that provides a way of combining both data and functions, emphasizing data more than process, and accomplish the task through a bottom-up approach. This is the main definition of object oriented programming. What is this? We will combine data and function all together. and after that we will do programming, and it will be a bottom-up approach which is highly scalable. That is, we can add a subprogram easily to this. We can inherit properties of a main program from a subprogram, etc. It also creates partitioned memory area for both data and function that can be used as template for creating copies such module on demand. Now let us see few more definitions of object-oriented programming. Wikipedia defined object-oriented programming is a programming paradigm based on the concept of objects which can contain data in the form of field. Fields are often known as attributes or properties, and code in the form of procedure, often known as methods, functions, etc. Another definition, let us see. Object-oriented programming is a methodology or paradigm to design a program using classes and objects, where objects means a real-world entity such as a pen, chair, table, computer, watch, etc. And collection of objects is called class. Now we have already seen the structure and organization of data and function in our structure oriented programming, that is procedure oriented programming. Now let us see the object oriented programming, how objects are communicating. Here is object A, data and function, object B, data and function, object C, data and function, and objects are communicated through message passing. In object-oriented programming, the objects communicating each another through message passing. Now, basic concepts and features of object-oriented programming. There are 4 main pillars of object-oriented programming. We will discuss one by one. One is abstraction. An abstraction is an act of representing essential features without including background details or explanations. We will show the essential features, but we will not reveal the background details or explanations. This is called abstraction. Encapsulation. Encapsulation is an object-oriented programming technique of wrapping the data and code together. This is called encapsulation. There are other 4 features. We will discuss elaborately on our next subsequent video lecture. Here just we give little bit idea. And then inheritance. What is inheritance? Inheritance is a basic concept where the properties of one class can be inherited by other. It helps to reuse the code and establish a relationship between different classes. Now the last one is polymorphism. Polymorphism refers to the ability of a variable, object or function to take on multiple forms. Now let us conclude. You may read some books, that is Java, the complete reference. Now this is the 2 is very much old. You may find Java 9, the complete reference by Herbert Seal, Tata McGraw-Hill, object-oriented programming with C++ by E. Balaguruswamy, Tata McGraw-Hill, and for the basic concept of programming, you may see Computer Application in a Nutshell written by me, volume 1. It is available in Amazon, Kindle as well as paperback edition, and the resources from internet is used and you may also see it. Now thank you.